Hello traders, and welcome to the StockGoodies Chart School. Now, StockCharts.com really believes that candlesticks and single reversal candlesticks and combinations or candlestick patterns are very important subjects. First of all, when you go to their chart school, okay, you click on chart analysis over here in the right column. It has a whole section devoted to candlesticks, an introduction, candlesticks and support, candlesticks and resistance, bullish reversal patterns, bearish reversal patterns, and a candlestick pattern glossary. Now, candlestick patterns are actually quite an advanced subject and have no real place in a series of lessons about the basics of technical analysis. So the best I can do is show you the best sites on the internet where I spent a year or two getting lost in my studies of this particular subject. But it's important to remember that, first of all, I'm mostly, at the time I was a swing trader, but now that I'm a day trader for the most part, I do very short-term trades. Candlestick patterns and reversal signals are designed for daily, weekly, and monthly charts, especially the patterns and the combinations of 3 or more candlesticks. Now, for a pattern or a combination to work, you need the previous to the current day. It'll give the signal, and then you need another day, the candlestick the next day, or two even, to confirm that it was a reversal signal on the third day of the pattern. So you're actually looking at 3, 4, or 5 days, okay? And that's meant for swing traders. If you're a short-term trader, the single candlestick reversal signals work very well, like hammers at bottoms, shooting stars at tops. They work on 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute charts, hourly charts, and daily charts. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, first of all, StockCharts.com pretty much covers it all, but there are some more other sites out there that do a great job of explaining a few other things. Okay, the pattern dictionary will give you a very good look at numerous setups, some of the most common ones. And if you remember from one of the previous lessons on candlesticks, that if you go to the homepage of StockCharts.com and over here in the right, in the links box, if you click on predefined scan results, they have a whole section under the section on technical indicators that are giving bullish or bearish signals right now. They have a section on a whole section devoted to candlestick patterns. Okay, you have bullish reversal patterns, bearish reversal patterns, continuation patterns, and single candlestick patterns. One of the most complete sites that I know of that has just all kinds of information and different combinations. Now, first of all, there's hundreds of them, and it's really hard to cover them all, but they do a pretty good job of it. And what I like about this site is they cover the bearish, the bullish, reversal patterns. They also have the bearish and bullish continuation patterns. And when you click on something like the 3 white soldiers, it tells you a little bit about each one. Some of them, he says more. Okay, you know, it gives a really good idea of what's happening now. It also tells you what to look for as far as the following day or two confirmation signals. Okay, so it's called hotcandlestick.com, and I highly recommend this site if you want to look and study all of the many different kinds of reversal or continuation patterns. Another great site that teaches about candlesticks is the candlestickforum.com. And they do a really good job of describing the basics and some of the more common combinations. So I highly recommend this site also. Another great site is the daytradersbulletin.com. First of all, they have a good introduction, and then you can get right into starting looking at the patterns. And this little arrow right here will take you through the entire list where they give you the pattern, the interpretation, and a picture. And there are, I believe, almost 50 slides in this particular website that describe all of the different combinations and single candlestick reversal patterns, like the dark cloud cover, and talks a little bit about dojis and a doji star. We've already talked about the engulfing bearish and the engulfing bullish chart patterns. So this is another great site to learn all about candlestick patterns. And finally, we have IncredibleCharts.com, where they have a really good explanation of the basics, what candlesticks are. They talk about the shadow or the tail, what I call the wick. They talk about the colors, the significance of the colors of individual candlesticks. They get into patterns, dojis, dragonflies, hammer and gravestones, hanging man, piercing line, which we've discussed, the engulfing patterns, bullish and bearish, that we've also discussed, the harami, which is very common, the morning star reversal, the evening star reversal, the doji star, the shooting star that we've talked about, the rising three method that we haven't spoken of yet, and the falling three method. Now, don't be limited in your studies to the 4 websites I just showed you, because if you do a Google search for the term candlestick patterns, you will get 774,000 results. Okay, StockCharts.com shows up in the #1 spot. Not surprised about that. Wikipedia.com has some great information. Investopedia.com is one of the best stock market information websites. And there's just, like I said, hundreds of thousands of other sites to learn more about this subject. The information is out there. If you are interested in this subject, it's not hard to find good information on it.